The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this message, we're going to talk about how to become something different. If you want to change your life, if you want to receive differently, if you want to live a life differently than you have up until this moment, this is the episode for you. And make sure to stay tuned to the very end, because we're going to do a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. So I want to start this out with saying how I'm doing this episode. I'm actually in the car driving. Something happened that I could not get out of. I have to go help somebody, but I am still doing this as it's a long drive. The reason I wanted to start with that as the message is because you either are something or you're not. I dedicated myself to making this podcast to shift my mind to get into that positive space 4 years ago. No matter what, I said if I was going to do an episode, meaning it was a planned episode, I would make it unless I'm dead. You see, when you commit to something, it doesn't have to be something that you've done in the past. It doesn't have to be a natural habit for you. It doesn't have to be a natural thought pattern. But when you commit to something, and no matter what you do it, your life will shift to match. The law of attraction says like attracts like. That means as something is, as it will experience. So I say that I am someone that shifts my mind. I am somebody that no matter the situation, I will see it from the highest perspective. I am someone that doesn't live as I am. I am someone that is constantly expanding into the higher frequency of self. I do that through the exercise of reflection, of thought, and perspective shifting. Now, I do share that on this podcast, but it's something I do every single day, and the universe knows that I will never not do it. Now, yes, I have been a positive person the majority of my life. I have been someone that sees the good in the world, that knows that there's a sunny side, a bright side, a silver lining. But I was never able to do something with that. I didn't have understanding of it. It was just something I am. But when 2020 happened and I was furloughed and everyone was going through difficult times through work and through, all those experiences, I decided that I wanted to be something different than I had been, because I looked at people that I had worked with, people that I had personally mentored, people that had studied under me, and I realized they were doing better than me. Not in a sense of they were doing better than me in life, but where they are at based on their career and where I was at that time, they had moved further along. And it was because they were working with somebody that helped them shift their vision. They were putting themselves in an environment that allowed them to see something from a different perspective. But I wasn't doing that for myself. I was just existing in life. And so 4 years, or a little over 4 years ago, I committed to constantly doing this podcast. And there's times where I was doing it twice a day, 14 episodes a week, 14 times of reflection, to now where I do it 3 times an episode. But I do it all the time because I've learned the process. I've learned the perspective shift of seeing outside self. I started this podcast in the car. And the reason I'm saying this is because it has to show you, it can show you that it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter who you are. You can just decide to be something. So I decided I'm going to do this podcast. But I was embarrassed. I didn't want people to hear me. I didn't want my family to hear me. So I would go in my car and record. If you go back to the early episodes, if you go back to the first episodes and listens, those were recorded in my car directly on my phone. I would press record on the Memo app and record the episode. That's actually how I'm doing it right now as I'm sitting in traffic on the freeway. And one day I was recording and I was driving. Because originally I thought it would be a podcast that like you're riding with someone in the car having thoughts. And so I was driving to, I believe, the grocery store. And when I got to that parking lot, for some reason, when I ended, I just looked at the sky, like truly looked up. And for some reason, I don't know why I did this. I said, God, I'm never going to stop doing this. I'm never going to not be this anymore. And I never missed. I've had COVID. I've had illnesses. I've had throat issues, sicknesses, and many other obstacles in life where it would be reasonable and most people would agree I shouldn't do the episode, but I still did it no matter how much it hurt, no matter how many times I coughed, no matter how distracted I was in life with what things were going on. I still would get in that place of meditation. I would still get in that place of reflection, and I would still get in that place of separating from self and seeing from the higher perspective, because that's my purpose in life, is to expand in that type of light and to help others, to be the rising tide that lifts all ships with your mind. Today, you can do that. You've listened to the books, you've watched the YouTube, you've gone to the seminars, you've done all the things. You know what it is that you need to do. You just have to commit to being it at this point. You have to be the thing, not just know the thing. That's why they say to know and to not do is to not know. You have to literally become it. One thing I know that I am is a positive-minded individual. That doesn't mean I'm happy all the time. It doesn't mean I'm in joy all the time. It does not mean that. It just means no matter what the situation is, to the best of my ability, I'm going to see it in the highest frequency. That's why people love me in moments. They want to work with me in moments. But if you had me all day and you're always trying to share your struggles, your problems, and then I kept coming back with the silver lining, the positive, the high end of growth, what the opportunity was at every single time, people don't want to be faced with that all the time, because I decided to become the thing. I'm not just a happy-go-lucky person anymore. I am a positive mindset of the individual, a frequency, a perspective that sees it in a certain way every single time. Your purpose in life is not to become me. There's something within you, though, that's calling you. There's something within you that's calling you to be something. And maybe you don't know quite what it is. I didn't know that my purpose was to become this perspective shift, this vision shift, this mind shift energy. It took steps to get there. It took time to get there. It's been 4 years, and I'm just at the beginning of what I'm supposed to become. What you're supposed to become is infinite. You cannot understand it right now. You might see just the foundation. You cannot see the whole thing of what you're capable of, because it's endless. No matter what level, no matter what set of expansion, no matter what purpose or thing of love that you become, you'll realize that there's always more, because it's endless. And that's the beauty of it. There is no destination. There's only journey. And so what do you do with all this information? You're listening like, okay, Henry, well, that's great that you had this story, but how does that matter to me? Pick something and be it. Pick something and be it. When you realize that you have the power, the discipline, the choice, the ability to just become something, you can apply it to anything in your life. If you want to get in shape, when you realize, oh, I just decide what being in shape is, and then I decide to act like that with 100% dedication, then I become it. Oh. You mean if I want to become a successful business person, I just take the examples of what I want to become, write them down on a piece of paper of how that person lives, how that person thinks, how that person speaks, and then I just have to do that every single day, and then I'll become it? That's all you have to do. You don't need to go to the light of the thing. You get to become the light of the thing, so that way you shine as you desire in the darkness. That means you are the creator, the expander of it. If you only shine in the like energy, then you're the reflector of it. And as soon as it's removed, you will no longer be it. You are so powerful. This world, it's supposed to be messed up. It's supposed to be hurtful. It's supposed to be dark, because it's here for you to become something. If it was everything that you needed to be, then you couldn't become it truly, because you wouldn't truly know it. You would just be given it. It's everything you don't need to be, so that you can be what you need to be and be the light and truly know that you are it. If you go through a terrible experience, if your life is hard, if there's failure, hurt, trauma, rejection, let down, if all that happens in your life, yet you choose to be positive, you choose to be forgiving, you choose to be love, you choose to be successful, whatever the absence is of your experience, then you know you are the thing, and you truly understand that frequency, and then you help expand that in the universal consciousness. If you only could realize how powerful you are, that you could love somebody no matter what, that you could forgive somebody no matter what, that you could heal somebody no matter what, that you could uplift people no matter what, you'd be unstoppable. So know that you can become these things. And we're going to take a deep breath. And what we do is just connect for a moment. Just slow down. Know that there's thousands and thousands of people connecting for this moment here together. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And when you breathe in, allow yourself just to receive. Feel warmth. Feel good. Feel joy. Feel all these things that are meant for you. And as you hold your breath, just sit there with these positive energies. Sit there with them. Allow them to be a part of you. Allow them to heal you. Feel them in your DNA. Feel them in your lungs. And then as you exhale, allow anything that doesn't resonate with that higher self, anything that doesn't serve you anymore to leave you. Are you ready? Now we're all doing this together. Thousands of people uniting on a higher energy. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. This next verse, this next part's for me. Don't wait for things to be perfect. Don't wait for things to be perfectly aligned. Don't wait for when it's easiest. Don't wait for it makes most sense. Don't wait for when most people would agree. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for when the stars aligned. Just know that you start making decisions. You start taking the actions. You start aligning on the thoughts right now and become the rising tide that lifts all ships.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Well, thank you so much for listening to my car riding episode. I hope this one came out good quality-wise. I'm going to go back and listen to it, but it's already been recorded, so it just is what it is. And sometimes these natural ones, these unfiltered, these unengineered, these structured ones are the best ones because it's real life. We're not in a studio all the time. We're not in the perfect, scenario. We're not where the silence is perfect. We're not where the mics are perfect. We're living life. It's gritty. It's hard. It's difficult. It's noisy. It's bouncy. It's interrupted. It's traffic. It's all these things. And when you can still step into your energy at those moments, that's how you know you are the thing. So if you want to make sure you stay up to date with every single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It'll keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below as well. I have also opened up my coaching list if you would like to work with me. If you want to shift your mindset, if you're listening to this or you've been listening for a while and you're like, you know what, I want to see what it's like to move my mind and put it on a different frequency. I want to mindset on the frequency, on the experience that I desire. Shoot me a message. There's a link down below with my email address, or you can message me on Instagram. Both those are great ways to reach out to me. My email is henry@vibe, V-I-B-E, abundant.com. Shoot me a message. Let me know why you would like to work with me. If we are a good fit, we will move forward and we'll do a quick conversation like with really me, talk about your situation, see if I feel I would be a good fit to help you make the shift. I'm only limiting this up to probably 5 individuals, if that, for the rest of the year. This will probably be the last time I do this. We've got some really exciting things in business coming forward in 2025. So this will really be the last opportunity for this type of coaching. So if you're ready to make that shift and you want to invest 12 weeks of your time, reach out to me. I'm so excited to talk to you. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.